The Star Beast being the beginning of the 60th anniversary specials, how mixed it could be. It was the beginning of a so far strong arc, with the defeat of the cute Meep, which goes by the pronouns Meep, was defeated and then said, "Until I tell my boss," which will be the speculation of this episode. Beginning in 2nd of April 1966, we was introduced to the God, a man who meddles with the universe, and in his eyes everything around him is a game and plays along with like toys. He plays a game with his opponent. Whoever wins gets a prize, and the loser faces the winner's choice of fate. The Doctor played his game and won, and he was banished. However, some actions in the 2nd episode of the 3 specials, While Blue Yonder, caused the return. When the Doctor and Donna are being pursued by the Not Things, the Doctor and Donna find themselves trapped in a room with the doppelgangers. Floundering, the Doctor resorts to pulling out a salt shaker. He declares their pursuits cannot cross against any boundary without counting the grains. Although this is a superstition, and not beings are still transitioning into perfect copies of the Doctor and Donna, so they understandingly of what the superstition is has not quite developed. The results in the not beings accepting the move at face value and obeying the superstition for a short while. The move initially works, and the Doctor uses the time he bought for himself to interrogate his copy while the false Donna quickly counts. Although it's a resourceful and effective move from the Doctor, it's one of that could have consequences further down the line. When the Not Things eventually call the Doctor's bluff and cross the boundary, the tactic is revealed to simply be a gambit by the Time Lords. However, the salt superstition not being properly observed could lead to a threat on a much grander scale, and one presented by the someone familiar to the Doctor. The Toymakers returned, and to play a game with Earth, putting a contagious giggle into everyone's screens, and to eventually cause people to go crazy. And then the Doctor plays one more game, highest card wins. The Toymaker won, but fortunately for the Doctor, it's a 1-1 because of the game that they played a very long time ago, and so they make a rematch in 2023. For the Toymaker to make 14 regenerate, generate, which was a myth, but that was broken. And that even if the Toymaker considered that as a cheat, it wasn't, as they are both the same people, and so they play catch and win. The Toymaker was banished into a vault binded into salt, but before he was taken, his final words were, "My allegiance is coming." What does this mean? Well, fast forwarding to the 2nd episode of the season 1 reboot with Ncuti Gatwa and Millie Gibson in the episode The Devil's Cord, where we were introduced to the new villain, and this time revealing to be the child of the Toymaker and the god of all things musical, trying to destroy Earth and take every single musical piece away from everyone. And just like that, the Toymaker, it's his child. Maestro plays their version of a game, a music battle, and the Doctor wins. Well, with the helping hand of John Lennon and Paul McCartney. And so when Maestro gets banished, they say their final words: "The one who waits is almost here." Meaning one thing, obviously Maestro being connected with the Toymaker and the Meep, the Legions being hunted by RTD is, well, in Unleashed, it's named the Gods of Chaos. Who will they be, and who is the one who waits? Do we get it revealed in the upcoming episode of Boom, or do we wait until 73 yards? We don't know yet, but only able to theorise. But who could it be? The Pantheon? Cronus? Omega? We don't know yet, but how the first few episodes have gotten with constant reminder of like being the last of the Time Lords. Maybe the one who can wait will be Omega, or maybe it's not a villain and whoever waits is Susan, which was hinted in Devil's Cord, but if not, then we'll have to find out or just guess. One thing we could say is how the arc is connected to Pertwee's era, which could be Omega or the Master, as those are the biggest villains in the Pertwee's era. If you have any theories, I'd love to know, but please send in the comments because I don't know and my brain don't function well. But yeah, goodbye.